Hey guys, I'm gonna do a little brief scenario or informational video on the Allergan line for you guys. Um, how I think about the Allergan line in general, Botox, Juvederm, or whatever, those are your sophisticated clients. They're your elegant, they're your formal, they're your high-end clientele, right? The price is the price for a reason. They're very beautiful fillers. I know they don't match everybody's pocketbook because here we want to treat everybody. But if you do have more of an elite person, this is the brand I'm typically pulling. So I see clients of all kinds, right? From my cleaning lady to literally one of my clients drove in a Lamborghini in the parking lot the other day. It's crazy, but whatever. Charge them all the same. I don't treat them any differently, but it does kind of help me select because the higher the status of the person, the higher the expectation and the higher quality you want. I am not dismissing any other quality of products, but I do believe that Allergan was pretty much the entryway into the industry, and so these are going to be your sophisticated portfolio. Juvederm Ultra is probably just my favorite go around, right? This is in my toolbox. For those of you who have talked to me recently, if I had to have 4 filler in my toolbox, this is one of them because I love this for lips the most. It just gives it crisp, it gives it plumping, beautiful outcome. This is my top favorite lip filler, regardless of any portfolio or line. This is what I would use anyway. When I'm filling lips, I could use this in, the lower face surrounding the lips too. I just know I need lesser amounts of it because it's super hydrophilic, will pull a lot of water. Will give a Marge Simpson appearance if you overfill too much. If I'm doing like the above lip area, I'm gonna use no more than 0.1 total to kind of highlight that just because of the water pull to it. Never, ever, ever under the eyes with this one. That's just my tidbit. Juvederm Ultra Plus is actually really great for nasolabial folds, deep nasolabial folds. This is super plumping. Do I love this for lips? Maybe a little, like for the right person, but I think sometimes you start to lose the shape a little bit. I just can create better shape with the Ultra. What else I like Juvederm Ultra Plus for is a little old lady who is really sunken and needs a lot of volume restoration, not necessarily structural, but just replenishment of fat loss, because this also gives a good hydration under the skin. So sometimes I love this in just little old ladies actually for the cheek area, but nasolabial folds is probably my first go-to. I've been using a ton of Luma and like that client that drove the Lamborghini, definitely around the eye, like cheek junction area. This Voluma is super great filler for the right person. Thinner face, not high volume face, because I do feel like it gets lost, but in a petite face, beautiful outcome. I've had it several times myself. I love it like a little good chin build. It just is the most expensive out of every filler that we have in stock, but it is expensive for a reason because it is quality. It is high quality. They're very pretty. I'm gonna have to be honest that velour is probably the one that I use the least, but I do know about velour that it could be good for a lip border. It's FDA indicated for folds. It just wouldn't be my go-to for folds, but under eye, I would definitely use this for like the medial aspect of under eye. And just a tidbit that I personally always fill on the lateral portion before I fill medial, right? That's just who I am. Like down to periosteum, little insulin syringe around the lateral side of the eye, pulls up the medial aspect. You need less filler here, which makes it just look better. But this is what I would select with that one. Vobella is a smaller lip aging client, super pretty, also a very beautiful filler. A Volux jawline. Jawline's just not my thing, so I can't really speak too much to it. I'm not a jawline expert. You would have to ask some of our other nurses who are. I used to refer my jawline clients to Whitney. She was just better at it than I was. So I can't speak too much to this particular one, but I do know that's what it's indicated for. Skin Vive, still getting to know. Right? I'm still using it as a booster. I put it around one of our injectors' eye area the other day for like a hydration boost. I did it with a cannula. I've used it with cannula in other places too. The skin booster aspect, I just can't get a grasp on it. Maybe it's just like the old person trying to resist new things. I don't know. But when I'm picking filler just in general, I'm just thinking like, who is my client, right? What is the outcome I want? What is their budget like? But I just do have to say I associate my Allergan clients as my higher end clients. So they're just my more prominent people, the ones that are looking more for perfection, those girls that are already 10s that want to be 11s. That's what I'm going to choose and why I'm going to choose Allergan. Hope this helps. And let me just highlight Botox then real quick. Botox is going to be my frozen client, right? Somebody that wants absolutely no movement. Again, I'm basically picking my products by judging the person. I hate to say that we're judging anybody, but I am analyzing them, I guess, for lack of better words. And again, if they're more on that elegant glamour extreme side of things, then Botox is probably theirs too. Listening to what they want, frozen. They want like it to be kind of more noticeable. They're a little bit more extreme of a person, then Botox is my toxin.